Who's Seymour Butts?
Nobody's seen more butts than you, Uncle Tony.
Please rise. Court is now in session. Judge Seymour Watson presiding.
Seymour. Bernie, how's strength?
Hi. Is that everyone, Seymour?
All present and correct, Mr. Gilbert.
Good.
Now, the dude said that Big Percy, Little Seymour's bodyguard, ain't here, so let's go get Little Seymour.
The household will commence in 5 minutes. Seymour, where's Dodo?
Congratulations, 10.
Are you going in the water, Seymour Glass? She said.
Yes, Seymour. Take anything?
What is this, Seymour?
Mr. Seymour, this is Jason Stabler's secretary.
Little Seymour travels with a bodyguard named Big Percy who can get real ugly.
So my man said, well, let's go check out this.
We interrupt our interruption to go straight over to our reporter, Seymour Scoop.
Shoveling? I hate shoveling. Pointless, waste of time, no? Name's Seymour Tobin.
Seymour, get the broom! I broke another one.
Candy belongs to Seymour Butts.
I believe Seymour told you about me.
Hey, Seymour! Come on, all right?
Could I speak to Mr. Seymour, please? Mr. Marshall Seymour.
Mr. Seymour, I just got out the hospital.
Seymour.
Ooh, I was just talking.
What is it, Seymour?
Nobody loud talks to Little Seymour.
Oh, now, see, Mr. Seymour, he's the one that loud talk you. Yeah, but it's not my fault, Mr. Seymour.
I'm Little Seymour.
Wait. Seymour Tobin?
Yeah.
Jane Seymour. No.
Arthur Seymour, you crazy?
You'll fight Seymour for honor of Greenbelt.
What about Seymour?
Kathleen Seymour lived with Sheila for 10 years.
Good morning, Mr. Seymour.
Yo!
My son attends a school in Seymour. And I've spoken with his headmistress, and she's open to the idea of Ned boarding.
I know you're in here, Seymour, so come on out.
Mr. Seymour, when we spoke on the phone Friday, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Mr. Seymour, Lillian Brookmeyer. I believe we were on the same flight from Bangkok.
Seymour Pettigrew! Come out.
Now, look, all we got to do is go on inside, see this cat, Little Seymour, and ask him about our property. Now, come on.
Seymour, we're going out dancing. You want to come?
And that's all.
Said Seymour going across here.
Arson, Seymour, after them!
I mean, ever since they was down there picking cotton, Mrs. Seymour now.
Easter. She wants Easter, Seymour.
Oh, also, get a rundown on a local hustler named Little Seymour.
Seymour, put that away. It's liable to go off.
Oh, Mr. Seymour. Good of you to find the time.
Shall I charge this to your account, Mr. Seymour?
Artie, Seymour said you wanted to see me.
She's becoming stupid, Seymour.
Good afternoon, Mr. Seymour.
Mr. Marshall Seymour, please.
You just missed him.
Oh,
Seymour! Seymour! It's not here. It's not here?
Ass and stomach.
Get out there! Move it, Seymour! Hustle, buddy!
Agent Seymour Simmons, Sector 8, formerly 7.
Welcome, Mr. Seymour, Miss Crispy, to Thailand.
Stephen, put away Seymour, excuse me.
It's all right, Donnie. Who's they?
Seymour, don't hang up! Seymour, don't hang up! Listen to me!
Morning, Mr. Seymour.
Yes?
Marshall Seymour.
Former Special Agent Seymour Simmons. Seymour, what'd you find out?
You are killing me, Seymour.
Yeah, my name is Seymour.
Mr. Seymour. This is a little embarrassing.
Seymour! Hey, it's Harry. Wait, Seymour!
All right, Seymour. See what you got.
Tonight, you're going to experience the wonder of Marshall Seymour in the Orient.
Seymour?
Don't say anything.
Good morning, Mr. Seymour. Good morning.
You drive them home.
Seymour.
Don't argue.
Marshall Seymour.
Seymour! Come on, Seymour, moving on.
She's 16, Seymour.
You okay, Seymour?
Mr. Seymour.
Hi.
Johnny Seymour put acid in the Pines Grove.
I told you he called Seymour. I told you.
Good morning, Mrs. Seymour.
Morning, Angela.
Hello, Seymour.
That's actually wise and pithy, Seymour.
See, Mr. Seymour Bittleman, you should pardon the expression,
Hi, Seymour.
has developed an absurd misconception of history.
Seymour. Shh, come on.
I'll talk to Seymour.
See if it's something we could pursue.
Pleasure working with you, Seymour.
Hello?
Seymour.
Yeah. What are we talking about here, Seymour? What do you think
Seymour, if I can lose my dad, then what's to say I can't lose my mom, too?
Philip Seymour Hoffman is not the quarterback for the San Diego Chargers, and you, sir, are no Lance Armstrong.
I gave you my youth, Seymour. Seymour, I need a 6-week advance on my salary so I can purchase a plane ticket. Seymour, how long have I been employed here?
Nice film, Mr. Seymour.
Radio. This is Seymour I need to know, Seymour.
He didn't even tell me Seymour was bullied. or why he hung himself.
42 years old. Did either of you notice anything unusual about Seymour and Sparky today?
It turns out those holdings were transferred to an estranged member of the family prior to Cmore passing.
Seymour, I hate to get you up, but speaking of up, Seymour, do you have any more of those trapezoidal blue pills?
Indeed you do.
Seymour! Seymour, wake up, Seymour! Seymour, I'm on stage, I'm working here. It's my friend Seymour.
Call Seymour.
Under the Bleachers by Seymour Butts.
Seymour does.
I am staying, madam, at Radstock with the Duke of Lauderdale, and have come at the invitation of Mr. Seymour to find that, curiously, he is out, and most of his house is shut up.
Kathy, if you don't mind, I would just like to say hello to my husband, Seymour, and to my beautiful, successful son, Harold.
I might be inclined to answer those questions. Mr. Seymour, I did not feel that the truthful answers I would give would in no way be of interest to you.
Yes, now, since Nanky Poo and Yum Yum have decided not to grace us with their presence, it would transpire, Mr. Seymour, that your moment of glory has finally arrived. Indeed, Seymour, you have also failed to provide 2 actors.
He is in Southampton with Mr. Seymour.
I do not think that Mr. Seymour can be in Southampton. For he stopped my servant this morning at Radstock to ask after me.
Seymour, did you have a chance to think about what you might want for dinner while you were in here?
So don't worry, Seymour.
Mr. Seymour, I understand, is in Southampton with my husband.
Look, Seymour, I came by to tell you how really, really sorry I am about everything.
What can you tell me about this, Seymour?
Mr. Seymour, please inform Mr. Lely that his services will no longer be required.
Maybe there again, Mr. Seymour will be doing you a favor, sir.
That's not so uncommon, Mr. Seymour.
Seymour, you have to lend me the money to buy this.
As a landowner yourself, Mr. Seymour, I leave you to judge.
What do you want?
A wizard, Abe.
Seymour.
Sure.
Madam, you are one of the company.
My meretricious conduct in the company of Mr. Seymour has been my invitation.
Seymour Butts. I'll never get tired of that one.
Seymour, we got nothing to write about anymore.
No, you're not. You're a cool guy, Seymour.
Seymour! Just the man I want to see.
She should know, Seymour. It's her money.
Putz!
Where was the man, Mr. Seymour?
Rest assured, Mr. Barker, that tomorrow night he will be with us in Japan.
Just now, I went with Seymour. God, I'm so sick of Seymour.
Seymour, you are not a dork.
Seymour says hello.
Seymour, are you all right? This is my friend, Seymour. Don't you trust me, Seymour?
You certainly know as much about it as someone like Seymour Stargard.
Go by way of Seymour. Yeah. Which makes a dead guy Laramie Seymour Sullivan.
Now, Private Seymour saw them on the road.
Mr. Seymour has tentatively offered 400 guineas.
Come on, Seymour, please. What happened to Seymour?
I was called a putz by Seymour Stargard, and I...
Come on, Seymour, don't be silly.
Seymour? No. You gotta be kidding me. Don't.
Seymour Scagnetti. Who's your PO? Seymour Scagnetti.
See that, Seymour?
Come on, Seymour.
Seymour, noise, the Pulonks.
And what do they see?
Seymour, you know that. Please.
I mean, you like me, right, Seymour?
When Seymour Glass shot himself, you weren't just talking about the war.
Seymour, she was the 4th woman today to tell me she'd been subpoenaed. Seymour was representing me.
Hey, get that throne dusted off, Seymour.
A pretty picture. Hey, Seymour?
Oh, him. Seymour.
Is that right?
I
Well, I've really got to get going. But, I'll stop by and see you sometime, Seymour.
But if you notice, Mr. Seymour, he never said nothing about your mother.
Seymour.
It's all right, Seymour. You can do your job. Far more appropriate.
Did you take the Seymour road turn off?
Lunch with you. I tried to assure him that you were very busy.
What's his name?
A Mr. Seymour Butts.
May I talk to Mr. Cmore, please?
And third, here's a little something for niggers who loud talk little Seymour.
Seymour, we don't dignify absurdities with coverage.
So, Meg, how are things going over at Cmore?